Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Laurie with me. We've just lost Everton 1-0 at Goodison Park. Laurie, you're very level-headed and, after, you weren't on the Matchday Live, but you're very good to speak to after, because after everything's cleared, you have a clear mind when I speak with you. But what happened today?
The voice of reason.
The voice of reason, some would say.
Yeah.
What happened today? 3
words. New manager bounce. And that's something that I said before the game would happen. It's interesting that no sooner had Sean Dyche got appointed, I thought to myself, this is going to be a very different game than had Lampard been in charge. And that's no disrespect to Frank Lampard, a man I admire as a player, but this is different gravy, man. Sean Dyche came in. The bare minimum you're going to get from a Sean Dyche side is they're going to be well organised, they're going to be structured, and they're going to work incredibly hard. Now, as much as it pains me to say this, I've got to be honest, they actually wanted it a little bit more than us today. That's not to say that we spewed it. We didn't go there and chuck it in. But at vital moments, right, you could see that the Everton guys were up for it a bit more than we do. And if you want an example of that, you need look no further than the goal. Look at the goal again. You see Tchaikovsky clearly holding off our captain like that. He's basically saying...
Holding off, he just walked him to the ball.
Yeah, he said, yo, loud up, bro, this is mine. Bang. And there you have it, you know what I mean?
Let me ask you though, because you say new manager bounce, but for me, that is just a trendy thing to say. Do you genuinely believe that?
I genuinely believe
because
that, bro.
Think about it, it's Arsenal Football Club, the strongest 11 that we've seen week in, week out, regardless of whoever they brought in. A new manager bounce, really, you think that's the reason why we lost?
I absolutely do. Listen, I knew that this was going to be a difficult game. I said that on the Talk is Cheap show. Check out that show, myself and Curtis Shaw. I predicted that Arsenal would win today. And the reason why I thought that we would win today is that if you look at it throughout the season, every time we've been presented with a challenge, more often than not, we've overcome it. So I was thinking we will overcome the challenge, but the challenge was going to be very real. Now, unfortunately today, we didn't. But you've got to give credit to Everton and Sean Dyche. You have to. You know what I mean? It's one of them. Listen, I've played a lot of football. I've played a lot of sport. You played a lot of football, higher level than me. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you turn up against a team, they're well organised, they want it hard.
But that's the players. That's the players in the team, Laurie. That's not... I've played against teams that have new managers, and I think this new manager bouncing, I think it's just the trendy thing to say, because regardless, the team might be good, but it's Arsenal Football Club, like I said, the strongest 11. Doesn't matter who should be managing a team. He hasn't even had long with the team. I can't put it down to manager bounce. It's got to be more than that. Maybe they want more.
If you look at it, they didn't do anything sensational at Everton. They just did the basics. But sometimes the basics are enough. If you're organised and the players work hard and you get a little bits of luck go your way on the day, which is what happened,
So we were really bad then, really. If they're doing the basics right, what we must have been doing the basics very wrong.
Well, I was going to say as well, we went at our best and they played at to their best probably. And a combination of those factors and we end up losing the game. But you know what? Listen, it's not the end of the world, bro. We go again next week. It's a long season. I said before this game that we're halfway through the season. There are going to be days like this, unfortunately. There will be days like this for City as well. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. So we lost today. It's not the end of the world. We can bounce back next week against Brentford when we will be the team that should want it more than Brentford. Yeah. So, on such fine margins, games are won and lost.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.